छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And there has been this heavy shelling going on along the LOC, and there have been drone intrusions reported in Jammu, in Samba. I'll get you all the details of all of that in a minute. Now, I want to spend some time understanding and trying to understand the Pakistani mind, and I'll do it extempore, because while we look at all the military procedures, we must also have some sense of how the Pakistanis are thinking. Now, point number one, the Pakistanis, in terms of putting pressure on their government, are at an all-time high. There are lots of things being said about Asif Munir. There are lots of things said about Shehbaz Sharif. And this is the question that's being asked. This soundbite I want to play first is that of Imran Khan's sister Alima Khan, who has raised serious questions about the claims of Shehbaz Sharif about shooting down Indian jets, and has also said, how is it that Indian aircraft came in and carried out such a big attack inside Pakistan? I'm going to play this soundbite first and then I'll tell you more.
आप देखें तो सही, क्योंकि आपको शायद जंग का पता नहीं। मेरे हस्बैंड एयरफोर्स में थे, मेरे बहनोई भी एयरफोर्स में थे। ये जो क्लेम कर रहे हैं कि इन्होंने जहाज गिराए हैं, वो जो नवाज शरीफ की हुकूमत क्लेम कर रही है ना, तो यहाँ पे ड्रोन अंदर आ रहा है। मतलब इंडिया से अंदर पिंडी तक पहुँच रहे हैं। पिंडी तक पहुँचे कैसे?
So that's the question. How are the Indian drones so effective? How are they hammering us so hard? How did they come right into Rawalpindi? Now the pressure builds on Khwaja Asif. Is the defense minister, and truly today they have no explanation. So Khwaja Asif, the defense minister of Pakistan, came out with a completely weird explanation where he said that we could not target the Indian drones because of a technical reason. If we had targeted the drones, then our air defense units' locations would have got leaked. It makes absolutely no sense, not even to a layman, ladies and gentlemen. But hear him and hear how ludicrous this statement is sounding when it is being made on the floor of the Pakistan Assembly.
कल का जो ड्रोन हमला हुआ, वो ड्रोन हमला बेसिकली हमारी जो लोकेशंस हैं उसको डिटेक्ट करने के लिए जो है किया गया। वो एक टेक्निकल चीज़ है जिसको मैं उस तरह एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता, और इसलिए उनको इंटरसेप्ट ना किया गया ताकि हमारी लोकेशंस जो हैं वो लीक ना हो या वो लोकेट ना हो, और जब वो एक सेफ लिमिट पे आए तो हमने उनको मार कराया।
And now he comes under more pressure and he says, what happened to your lines of defense? At this point, Khwaja Asif, the Pakistani defense minister, makes a major admission. He says that our second line of defense are in our madrasas. You saw all the pictures there of the terrorists leading the army, and now he's officially said that the madrasas, which are used by Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, are their second line of defense. This is as much of an admission of using the terrorist infrastructure that he could have made. So he's making all these admissions. Hear this.
जहाँ तक मदारस के स्टूडेंट्स का ताल्लुक है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि वो हमारी एक सेकंड डिफेंस लाइन है। वहाँ पे नौजवान जो पढ़ते हैं, अल्लाह के फजल से वो दीन के साथ भी जो है आरास्ता हैं, और उसके साथ जो है वो उनके जो वक्त ज़रूरत जो है।
So viewers, this is the second point. You can play that down. Now this is the second point that he's making, and it's because of bumbling statements like this. Somewhere where he reveals, somewhere where he makes a stupid comment about why they couldn't take on the Indian army, and our targeting of various Pakistani locations on the intervening night of 6th and 7th. They're coming under pressure. I will now play what you may not believe, but Pakistani lawmakers senators, members of the National Assembly are standing in the assembly and saying that our Prime Minister is a coward, he's a buzdil, he's a gidar, which is colloquial for jackal. The kind of statement I'm going to play now, ladies and gentlemen, completely exposes the standing of the government of Shehbaz Sharif today. Hear this.
पता नहीं कौन सा कायद वो इंडिया के इन मामलात के ऊपर एक स्टेटमेंट नहीं आई। जनाब डिप्टी स्पीकर साहब, मुझे टीपू सुल्तान के वो एक कॉल याद आ रहा है कि अगर एक लश्कर जिसका सरदार शेर हो और उसके साथ लश्कर में गीदड़ हो तो वो शेरों की तरह लड़ते हैं। अगर शेरों का लश्कर उसका सरदार गीदड़ हो तो वो नहीं लड़ सकते, वो जंगे हार लेते हैं। इस वक्त बॉर्डर पे खड़ा वो फौजी जो हमसे तवक्को रखता है कि हमारा लीडर, जो कौमी लीडर होता है या जो वजीर आज़म होता है, वो आईना होता है, वो फेस होता है, उसकी तवक्को है कि हमारी सियासी क़यादत वो दलेरी के साथ मुकाबला करेगी। लेकिन जब आपका वजीर आज़म, जब आपका लीडर बुज़दिल हो, वो मोदी का नाम ना ले सके, उसको आप क्या पैगाम दे रहे बॉर्डर पे लड़ने वाले जवान को?
So viewers, you see, this is the situation in Pakistan, and then the Economic Affairs Ministry put out a statement saying that our stock markets have been hit, we have made heavy losses, and because of the losses we need to raise money. This is what the statement was from the Economic Affairs Division of the Pakistan Finance Ministry, where they were begging for loans on the internet. I don't know if I have the exact tweet with me. When I get that, I will play it. And then alongside that, the Karachi Port Trust put out a tweet saying that the Karachi port has sustained heavy damage following hits by India and emergency response measures are on the way. These are the kind of tweets that are coming out. The moment these tweets come out, the Pakistani government, after half an hour, puts out a release saying it's been hacked. But that's complete nonsense. In the middle of all of this, the mastermind of Pahalgam, Asif Munir, has gone missing. And I'm not making this up, but he's called Chachu Whiskey in colloquial terms, in affectionate terms in Pakistan. He's called Chachu Whiskey Abhishek because he drinks a lot of whiskey. He turns into, from ISI chief to Chachu Whiskey, army chief to Chachu Whiskey at 6:30 p.m. He's been missing. The point is, viewers, the man who's missing is the man who said this leading up to Pahalgam. He said this, and after saying this, after instigating everything, he's gone missing. Here's a quick reminder of what he'd said. The man who's gone missing, this is what he said 1 month back.
Well, our forefathers, they thought that we are different from the Hindus in every possible aspect of life. Our religion is different. Our customs are different. Our traditions are different. Our thoughts are different. Our ambitions are different. That was the foundation of the two-nation theory that was laid there. That we are two nations. We are not one nation. So because of that, our forefathers, they struggled, mounted that incessant struggle
in the
to create
same
this
speech.
country.
In the same speech, Asif Munir also had said that Baluchistan can never be touched. Hear what he had said about 3 weeks back on Baluchistan. Okay, I don't have that. But in any case, today, all across Baluchistan, Quetta has been vacated by the Pakistani army. 2 corps have been moved away to the eastern border with India. And while that happens, the Baluch, Akhtar Mangal's fight is very important. The Baluch are reminding the Pakistanis of what the Bangladeshis had done to them. Look at this ridicule that is being thrown at the Pakistani army by Akhtar Mangal, leading Baluch leader.
बंगालियों ने जो कुछ आप लोगों के साथ किया वो कितनी नस्ल तक आपको याद है? उसको भी तो याद करो ना। दुनिया की जंगी तारीख में 90,000 फौजियों ने जो इकट्ठे हथियार नहीं डाले जो आपकी फौज ने डाले।
Yes, to the surrender of 1970.
ये भी अपनी निसाब की किताबों में डाल दें कि आपकी आने वाली 10 नस्लें वो भी पढ़ें। अपनी निसाब की किताबों में ये भी डाल दें कि उन 90,000 फौजियों के न सिर्फ हथियार बल्कि उनकी पतलूनें भी आज दिन तक वहां पे टांगी हुई हैं।
And while the battle intensifies, as per this video which has been released by the Baloch Liberation Army, 14 Pakistani army soldiers have died. And can you have the visual of that? This has happened in Balochistan's Kachchi district when their vehicle was hit by an IED. Just take a look at this. That's the kind of precision strikes that the Balochis are having on them. There are continuous attacks on the Pakistani army. So, viewers, why am I telling you all this? That when you see these little drone games that the Pakistanis are trying to play with us, we must remember, we have not even opened our cards yet. But we are letting the Pakistanis exhaust theirs. And then we'll do what we were meant to do and what we have to do. Let's debate.
Pakistan has completely lost its bearing through its escalatory action against India. While India has targeted specific terrorist infrastructure,
Operation Sindoor was launched by Indian Armed Forces to deliver justice to the victims of Pahalgam terror attack and their families. 9 terrorist camps were targeted and successfully destroyed.
Pakistan, for a second straight night, has targeted civilian and military targets.
Using mortar and heavy caliber artillery in areas in Kupwara, Baramulla, Uri, Poonch, Mendhar and Rajouri sectors in Jammu and Kashmir. 16 innocent lives have been lost, including 3 women and 5 children, due to the Pakistani firing. Armed drones were launched at 4 air defense sites in Pakistan. One of the drones was able to destroy an AD radar. Pakistan also carried out artillery shelling across the line of control using heavy caliber artillery guns and armed drones at Kandhar, Uri, Poonch, Mendhar, Rajouri, Akhnur and Udhampur in Jammu and Kashmir area.
Pakistan has achieved what it could not at the UN, internationalize the entire issue with the involvement of Turkey.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सीमा और नियंत्रण रेखा पर लेह से लेकर सर क्रीक तक 36 स्थानों पर 300 से 400 लगभग ड्रोनों का इस्तेमाल घुसपैठ का प्रयास करने के लिए किया गया। ड्रोन के मलबे की फोरेंसिक जांच की जा रही है। प्रारंभिक रिपोर्ट्स से पता चलता है कि वे तुर्की के असीस गार्ड सोंगर ड्रोन्स हैं।
However, this time Pakistan had a plan too deranged even for its sinister designs. When India launched its counter-strike against Pakistan's UAV, this is what Pakistan did, or should we say, did not do.
Pakistan's irresponsible behavior again came to fore. Pakistan did not close its civil airspace despite it launching a failed unprovoked drone and missile attack on 7th May at 8:30 hours in the evening. Pakistan is using civil airliners as a shield, knowing fully well that its attack on India would elicit a swift air defense response. This is not safe for the unsuspecting civil airliners, including the international flights.
After being questioned by its own nationals on how India's drones struck deep into Pakistan's territory,
नवाज शरीफ की हुकूमत क्लेम कर रही है ना, तो यहाँ पे ड्रोन अंदर आ रहा है, मतलब इंडिया से अंदर पिंडी तक पहुँच रहे हैं। पिंडी तक पहुँचे कैसे?
The clueless Pakistani establishment once again caught napping with bizarre logic to defend itself.
कल का जो ड्रोन हमला हुआ, वो ड्रोन हमला बेसिकली हमारी जो लोकेशंस हैं उसको डिटेक्ट करने के लिए जो है किया गया। एक टेक्निकल चीज़ है जिसको मैं उस तरह एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता, और इसलिए उनको इंटरसेप्ट ना किया गया ताकि हमारी लोकेशंस जो हैं वो लीक ना हो या वो लोकेट ना हो।
But when the Chinese air defenses failed to protect Pakistani army, Rawalpindi devised a sinister plan to use civilians as a shield, directly putting Saudi and Pakistani nationals at deliberate risk by putting them in the potential line of fire to carry out its cowardly attack. The Pakistan Army is executing General Asim Munir's genocidal rant word by word.
Different from the Hindus in every possible aspect of life. Our religion is different. Our customs are different. Our traditions are different. Our thoughts are different. Our ambitions are different. That was the foundation of the two-nation theory that was laid there. That we are two nations. We are not one nation.
Pakistan is now attempting to avenge terrorists by doing what they do best: target civilians and military.
During heavy shelling across the line of control in the early morning of 7th May, a shell fired from Pakistan landed just behind the Christ School run by the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate congregation in Poonch. Tragically, the shell fired from Pakistan hit the home of 2 students of the Christ School. Both students unfortunately lost their lives. We have seen the Pakistani side targeting and shelling places of worship with a particular design. This includes gurdwaras, these convents and temples. This is a new low even for Pakistan.
Even the Pakistani government is now echoing the Asim Munir mindset.
जहाँ तक मदारस के स्टूडेंट्स का ताल्लुक है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि वो हमारी एक सेकंड डिफेंस लाइन है. वहाँ पे नौजवान जो पढ़ते हैं, अल्लाह के फजल से वो दीन के साथ भी जो है आरास्ता हैं, और उसके साथ जो है वो उनके जो वक्त ज़रूरत जो है, जिस तरह उन्होंने फरमाया कि उनको शहरी दफा के लिए या दूसरी ज़रूरतों के लिए जो है ना बिल्कुल 100% इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है.
Even Pakistani lawmakers are calling out the cowardly establishment.
मुझे टीपू सुल्तान के वो एक कॉल याद आ रहा है कि अगर एक लश्कर जिसका सरदार शेर हो और उसके साथ लश्कर में गीदड़ हो तो वो शेरों की तरह लड़ते हैं. अगर शेरों का लश्कर उसका सरदार गीदड़ हो तो वो नहीं लड़ सकते, वो जंगे हार लेते हैं.
While Pakistan stands exposed, India is ensuring that the entire world knows it.
Excellencies, friends, we also meet at a time when India is confronting the challenge of terrorism, one that is a shared threat to the international community. I thank those who have expressed solidarity with us and understand the resolute response that is underway.
The biggest question tonight remains: has Pakistan crossed the point of no return by targeting civilians and military with Turkish-made drones and using Saudi and Pakistani nationals as human shields?
Breaking news coming in. Shawan, first of all, there's been an attempted attack on the Northern Command headquarters. Can you tell us more about that?
And this time too, drone attacks been reported from Jammu, Samba, Kathua, Udhampur, Rajouri, Poonch, Pathankot, Gurdaspur. Not just Jammu, it has also been reported from Rajasthan in Uttarlai and Faludi. These are the 2 places in Rajasthan.
But none of these attempted attacks have been successful.
These are all attempted. The first one was reported around 8:15 this evening. It's the same very time that they have once again opened up. And this was again drone attacks that we have been told. Some reports of missiles, but we are waiting for another.
Okay, we got some visuals of missiles. I was told that we were told that we had visuals out near Amritsar. There were attempted missile attacks which have also been intercepted. Do we have a confirmation on that, Abhishek, Shawan? Do we have a confirmation of that?
Yeah.
Abhishek,
over Amritsar.
Over Amritsar?
Yes.
What do we have over
Amritsar? There's a complete blackout and there has been an interception.
Interception, not missile. Interception. It could be a drone as usual, like yesterday.
Yes.
Do we have an optic on that? Do we have a visual on that?
Yes,
okay, we have a visual on that.
We have a visual.
This is it, I think. This is it. This is over Amritsar.
We're just getting some reports.
What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here? Shawan, look ahead. We're seeing the visuals from Amritsar here tonight.
So there you have that. The moment you see that glimmer right now.
These are slow-moving drones which are being individually targeted and they are going off. These don't appear to be very heavy payloads. Jal Bakshi, not very heavy payloads. No. Jaldayal, Amritsar.
Anything less than 5 kilos.
Comment from you, Jal Bakshi.
Arnab, these small drones carry payloads up to 5 kg, they're tactical drones. The bigger drones can carry 20 to 30 kgs and more, depending upon whether it is a male. A Hail can almost carry 100 kg and more, kind of a payload. These are smaller drones in this
Smaller drones. So what's going on right now?
That you showed,
yeah,
that drone blip was much bigger.
It was much bigger. It was much bigger. Jaldayal, what's going on? I mean, we get the... Is it a repeat of last night? We got information about attempted targeting of 16 Corps. Then we are getting a Samba. Then we are getting Amritsar. What are you reading, sir? Can you unmute yourself, sir?
Is that LC has been extended right up to the entire international border on our Western theatre, right? So he's striking you. He's failing. Let us not make a Muhammad Ghazni of him that he fails 13 times and he succeeds 14th time. Are we waiting for something to happen? Then we will take action. I'm not saying take action in a foolhardy manner, but you have prepared for 15 days.
I got another visual. Sorry to interrupt.
You are witnessing this is the third night.
We're going to show you some visuals, dramatic visuals from Jammu. These are very, very, very dramatic visuals coming in only and only on Republic. Sent to us by Gursimran. You can see there. It is exactly a repeat of last night, Gursimran. These are visuals of the interceptions around and outside Jammu.
Yes, sir. Yes, Arnab, it's in the Jammu city that the visuals have been taken when the interceptors were released from the base, that is from the air defense system, that how they were moving towards the target that came from across the border. This is a hostile threat, after which air traffic control based at Jammu airport sounded an alert and the entire blackout was placed, after which the interceptors were released. We are told that over 100 such drones have been intercepted. So far, it's been more than an hour's time that this interception is underway, because the Pakistan is launching drones after drones, though there has not been any confirmation with regards to any missile being launched into the Indian territory, but the drones confirmation is getting the authenticity from the Indian Army as well, that is confirming that the drones have been launched. But the area is now widening with every single minute. The videos that we are getting, it is Udhampur, Kathua, Samba, Jammu, it's Rajouri, it's Poonch that has been activated by the Pakistani side. So entire stretch of the line of control and the international border in Jammu, and also the Pathankot and Gurdaspur in Punjab, along with Amritsar, has also been activated by the Pakistan side by pushing their drones into the Indian territory. But all the drones have been intercepted, and we are told so far by the teams in Jammu that all the assets of the Indian Armed Forces, all the assets are secure for now, and there has not been any hit on any of our vital asset.
What's the strategy they are implementing? Air Vice Marshal P.K. Srivastava, what do you think?
I think it's I can only think of something like a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
It is nothing to do with they are not hitting any of the war waging capacity. They are not hitting anything which is of substantial nature like we hit them. We hit 9 targets, we chose them, we went through it and we penetrated. What is this kind of thing? From Air Warriors perspective, is something which is I would say just they got some Turkey drones with them and they're launching it, trying to show that we can also attack Indian airspace. But yes, they are being given a reply. It's a low-cost thing they're trying to do, and I guess...
A low-cost for whom? For them or for us?
For them. For them,
for us, it's expensive.
For us, it's expensive, but we are going... See, I'll tell you...
Can we outlast this? If this were to carry on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
No, we got their drones. We have also collected their wreckage. And from the wreckage, I'm pretty sure we have found out their communication frequencies. We have found out their radiation frequencies. We found all that. And we will be deploying the soft kill. Now we'll not use that kind of kinetics as they expect us to use. Okay. So we are not going to make it a kind of economic war. They think that yes, they can launch small drones and then engage the bigger army, and that bigger army or bigger air force spends much more money that we are going to Arnab control, and we are going to control that. And we are only good at one thing, Arnab, let me tell you, through you to our own people, that we are good at modifying, improvising our in methods, procedures, and processes as we confront the enemy and the way we confront the enemy.
If we are now going to get into reading the Pakistani mind, before that, Abhishek had an input on which I'm sure Saurabh Shukla, Editor-in-Chief of News Mobile from Washington, would like to respond. And what's your breaking story? While this war is going on, there's another war which is an economic war. And on that, Abhishek has some inputs. Abhishek.
So India, Arnab, has officially objected to the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, giving loan to Pakistan as part of the EFF, the Extended Fund Facility. Pakistan had sought a $1 billion loan. India has said that Pakistan is frequently involved in terror activities. The world knows about it. In the recent episode, we are facing Pahalgam terror attack. India has also said, Arnab, that Pakistani military effectively controls the Pakistani government budget and that they are in a position that they can easily divert funds which are meant for something else to military activities and also for cross-border terrorism, and that is why IMF should review its processes in the light of this moral situation where Pakistan is diverting IMF funds to terror and hence should not be giving that loan.
But have we made this kind of compelling case earlier, or is it the first time?
This is the first time we have spoken at the IMF in this manner. We have in fact abstained from voting, taking a very strong position.
Could we, Saurabh is joining us from Washington.
Washington, D.C.
Saurabh, could we have calibrated this with the Americans? Can we expect the Americans to come in together with us? If they come in together with us, if it's a larger group, then can we block this IMF, sort of bailout for them?
No, I'll start with something what Clausewitz once said about center of gravity. We are targeting center of gravity of Pakistan, which is the Pakistani army, by making a correlation here. I can tell you that my sources telling me who are actually inside this meeting that China has been batting heavily for Pakistan, which was expected, along with some of the other members, citing humanitarian, reasons why, and that we should distinguish this bailout from what was happening either on this conflict or Pakistan's track record on other things, because they want to argue on technical ground, because they do know that IMF is an organization which sometimes takes decisions based on these technical aspects. Having said that, but I would say that, as Abhishek was saying as well, for the first time, India not only has gone ahead and identified these factors which have impacted, Pakistan, using these funds for terror activities and other things, but we have been formidable. We are seeking US's help, but I won't hazard a guess as of now, because obviously the meeting is underway, and I also do, understand from my sources that we are also fighting another battle, which is in the UN Security Council, which for now is our topmost priority vis-a-vis when it comes to a bailout, because we also do believe that we can get some riders on this bailout. Even if they manage to get something out of IMF, we will try to get some riders, so the Pakistani establishment is not allowed to use these funds without any clear deliverables. Arnab, that's the strategy as of now.
At least under watch, under leverage, whether we, with our significant clout, are able to have some hold over the end use of the IMF funds. Now, some visuals have also come in from Rajouri. I want to go full frame to that. This is a swarm of drones. Very big swarm of drones, and now you can look at that. This is all being repulsed. This is like 1 minute.
Passing by almost every day at this hour from over our region, and that is why the timing is almost same for launching these drone attacks.
So these
Chinese satellites are relaying the signals.
So these are Chinese or Turkish drones. These are Turkish drones.
They're Turkish. But with the help
location
of Chinese...
super, please. This is happening in Rajouri.
Just one more additional information that I have. That is, as far as our air defense systems are concerned, these we have been told that S-400 is not being used. S-400 is not being used. Our AD guns, because they are cheap drones, not required. L-70 guns, Zu-23mm Shilka systems are good enough to basically tackle these drones. So there is no need for the S-400 to be used, because it's very much, it can be tackled with the AD
Zeenat
guns.
is live with us also on this fast-moving coverage. She's joining us from Baramulla, and she has information that in Avantipura, near an airbase, there has been a loud explosion. There's been a loud explosion, Zeenat. Zina?
Yes, Arnab, a loud bang was heard by the people near this Avantipora air base, which is in the South Kashmir. There are reports that the drone has been shot down, but we are waiting for the official confirmation because there has been a continuous attack of the drones or Pakistan drones in Jammu. And meanwhile, if at all it turns true, then this will be the first attack in the Kashmir Valley as far as the drone attack is concerned. We are picking up the loud bang was heard in around Avantipora air base, which is in South Kashmir. We are verifying the reports as of now. Meanwhile, we are also seeing that the heavy artillery is being used by the Pakistan army along the line of control in Kupwara, Keran, Tangdar, and also in the Tutmali Gali, and which comes under jurisdiction of Kalamabad. All these sectors have once again been hit by the Pakistan army. They have been using the small arms in Uri, and also the heavy artillery guns are being used in Karna and Pasgam, which is again the part of the Kupwara sector where the artillery is being witnessed. Although there is an effective response that is coming from the Indian army, and Jammu and Kashmir continues to remain on high alert.
Okay, now we've been told that a Pakistani drone has been brought down in Avantipura, in Pulwama.
Yes.
Shawan?
It has already been engaged and brought down in Avantipura. That's again closer to one of our base.
We've spent the first 15 minutes giving all this information about where the drone attacks are. We can't be complacent about it, but we have to now take one step back and try and analyze in the next 25 minutes what on earth is Pakistan trying to do, because I'm seeing two images of Pakistan out here.
They're basically trying to find a pattern.
Okay, go back to Samar. Yeah.
They're trying to find out a pattern that what amount of load can their L-70s and anti-aircraft guns take, and what it takes, what is the quantity that it takes for them to penetrate the defenses.
For what reason? For what reason?
For calculating
to carry a
the ratio.
Payload or what?
No, for calculating the ratio and the number of drone swarms that they can send in one go, which will be effective. So right now when they are sending...
General Bakshi.
They're checking how many can go through.
Someone, General Bakshi was to come in. General Bakshi.
Look, Arnab, I have some serious points to make. Kindly give me some time.
Please, sir.
The briefing today clearly spelled out that our responses will be non-escalatory. We will match them escalation for escalation in exactly the same terms as they are doing. I'm very sorry from a military man's point of view. If you do that, you'll get a situation like the LC, you know, machine gun for machine gun, rocket launcher for rocket launcher, you know, artillery for artillery, etc., etc., etc. That has been going on for 75 years almost now, right? So what do you want? You want this thing to go on? You want a win-win solution? You know, I understand that we want to give them an off-ramp, but that off-ramp can't be a win-win solution for Pakistan and for India. Armies fight to win. They do not fight for draws. You want a tame draw, you'll keep having these terrorist strikes every 3-4 years. Right? You have to now make up your mind,
for the time
escalation, dominance, and give it back.
No. Repeat the question. What, Abhishek, say that.
Sir, my question, General Bakshi sir,
sorry,
Abhishek,
who's
my
that?
question was, sir, my small question was, are you getting a sense that we are already giving an impression that it's a draw, which is not good?
Why are you giving an impression that you want a desperate off-ramp? Have you think you have inflicted enough punishment? It's not. Let me tell you as a military expert, it is not adequate punishment for Pakistan.
Everyone.
He'll come back to you. Don't start sweating for a de-escalation. Don't start sweating. You are sending a wrong signal. You are sending a very wrong signal. You see, we don't want a tame draw. We don't want an LC like my good friend Bishambar was saying. LC firing has been going on every damn night, yaar. We've been facing it. You have to clobber him. You clobber. Right? You think he's, if you, look, no, now let me, I'm sorry you triggered me, but now, when an official statement tries to play down the losses we have inflicted. I understand that you want to give him an off-ramp. Is he wanting an off-ramp? Are you sure he's wanting an off-ramp? Are Asim Munir will be dead Turkey if he's seen as retreating. Gali to already pad rahi hai. You have to hit him. Arnab, you better decide. Otherwise, we'll be hearing this for the next 20 years. Ye same, ye tamasha. Drones Turkey se aate rahenge. And don't, and that little girl said today that it's only Turkish drones. You got the debris of only Turkish drones. China has a huge, Pakistan has a huge inventory of Chinese drones. Wing Lung Shung, sab hai sara wahan pe. So don't tell me it is only Turkey. Don't tell me it is only Turkey. Look, you don't be so desperate to give an off-ramp. He escalated. You take him back till he tries uncle. You have to make him cry uncle. You know, that is why I'm saying let the military handle it now.
Absolutely. And how do you punish him? 1 minute. Just so you triggered him there. But you did trigger General Bakshi there. But I want to come in with a slightly alternative view to yours. I believe.
Can I come in?
Sir, just one line from me, and then I'll come to you, sir. Just coming to you, sir. I do not believe that we are trying to balance it out or settle it with the Pakistanis. It will be very wrong to make that assumption. Right. We must look at, we must remind ourselves. See, I'll put two sets of visuals out here. First, today's visuals, and then I want to show the visuals of 6th. Just for a minute, let us pause. This is a mind game. For the last 2 days, we are seeing these silly drones come here. We hit them back. We feel good about it. Our air defense artillery systems are strong. And we haven't yet used our S-400 Triumph systems. We haven't used Barak 8. We haven't even used Akash. We are using the smaller?
The AD guns.
Yeah, the AD guns. And we are doing pretty good. And we have told ourselves we have a protection. And that's extremely good. Very good. But can the producers put two sets of visuals together? Because visuals don't lie, viewers. The visuals of the devastation we carried out, please. Not these visuals. I want to show the visuals of the first night, Bahawalpur. The visuals of the 6th, Pradeep. For those are the visuals which tell the real story. This is a drone game. This is non-contact drone interception capability, etc. going on. This is not inflicting any real damage.
It's waste of money.
The 4th level guns are taking care of it. It's a waste of money on our side.
On their side also.
And it's a waste of time on their side. But is it a waste of time? Is it possible that they are playing for time by doing this? Think of their mind. They are the government under pressure. They are being abused in their assembly. Asim Munir is nowhere to be seen. It's not like where Prime Minister Modi is sitting with everyone and having a strategy meeting. Why is it taking so long to pull out the 6th footage, please?
Arnab, we can't prolong.
Just 1 minute. Why is it taking so long to pull out the 6th footage, producers?
I mean...
No, we need to remind ourselves sometimes of what we have achieved, Samar.
I mean, time is the key.
Full frame, 50-50.
Time and
Take us off the screen. And show the visuals recorded. Show what we did as contrary to what these guys, jokers, are trying to do. Remember this. The visuals, man, not the satellite visuals. Not this, the real visuals recorded by the Pakistani cell phone cameras, for God's sake.
Yes.
Let the people of the country see this.
And let's keep...
Or 1 minute, Saman. Or we will keep looking at these drones. We'll keep discussing, they got Turkish drones, 5 kilo payload, 2 kilo payload, 300 this, L-70. And we are getting caught in drone dynamics. Who the hell cares about drone dynamics when we have smashed Muridke? It's the Pakistanis who are trying to change the narrative. And I know the visuals which were shot from the car. I know the debilitating psychological impact those visuals had on the Pakistanis. This Shawan, this is just, it's shallow.
It's a distraction.
This, what we did was it now 50-50, that and this, please. We need to remind ourselves, that and this. When we see these flares in the sky, we remember. Can we see today's pictures? Is it so difficult to split the screen 50-50? Because I want the visual contrast to be in the minds of the viewers. Why is it so difficult for our production team to put that out? This is an important moment in the country's history. This is not the contrast of visuals I want. Both of these are Bahawalpur and Muridke, for God's sake. Yes. Now we've got it right. These flares are ours, these counter guns are ours on the left, but we remember what we have achieved on the 6th and 7th night and what we have achieved, what is happening tonight. This is a video game. Deepak Vora, this is a video game. That was the real attack. And the generals are saying we enjoy the real attack, not the video game. Deepak Vora, what would you say at this point of time to the two very angry generals tonight? What would you say to them, sir, with all your years of experience? Sir, now we can go back to the discussion. Thank you.
First, I'd request them not to lose reason. I understand your pain. My pain is as...
Everyone on.
All of us have that level of pain, sir. But then, again, a time and place of our choosing, sir, which we are going to do, which we are doing.
We'll do.
We are strangulating them in every which way. You've seen for the first time what we have said at the IMF. We hadn't opposed it in the past. We let it go. Now we are resolutely opposing it. We're going to resolutely oppose everything that they do internationally, attempt to isolate them even more diplomatically, and then the final coup de grace will be the military action, the kinetic action. Sir, I have 52 years in the Foreign Service. We take our time, sir. We create the conditions, and then we hit to decapitate, sir. We don't hit to injure. We hit to separate the head from the body, sir. It will come.
Let Dayal Saab respond to it. Dayal Saab, you want to respond to him? No, Dayal Saab is responding to him. Yeah, Dayal Saab, go on.
Yeah, Arnab, I am not responding in a manner that everybody is expecting. And you can, what me and Jan Bakshi are saying, please, we want the viewers to understand.
Everyone,
see, we must understand one thing, that the initiative in a battle, initiative in a war, initiative in any conflict,
I know everyone
must remain with us.
I can't
we are the power. We are the power. It is we who have to calibrate things. What Tur said was that, look, he is trying to gauge a pattern. In now 4 days, we know what type of, third night, we know what type of drones are coming. These are Chinese and Turkish mixed drones are coming, right? Now, here the criticality is that, Arnab, they are not coming from too much of depth of Pakistan. They are coming also from IB, close to IB. So by now, with our ink sources, by everything, we should have established a pattern, and we should have started destroying that.
No, I have a question here.
You escalate.
I have a question here, sir. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yeah.
Air Marshal P.K. Srivastava, today also commercial flights are... Everyone on, for God's sake, please, yeah. Today also commercial flights are flying in Pakistan all over, domestic, international.
Yes.
And obviously they are taking advantage of that, saying that if India hits with a missile, a BrahMos or something happens, then it will hit a passenger jet and then they will put the blame on India, and therefore these Pakistanis are cowards. But point is, can't we initiate something where we say, let there be a no time over Pakistan, it's not in our hands? Can't we issue a warning to commercial aircraft?
Can I say my take? I know everyone is anguished. I know that we are disturbed. And these sites are not really alluring. But it doesn't mean that I lose my strategic and patience and get into the warfare just because I want to. He is inviting me. I shouldn't go for the invitation. I should have my own say.
He's inviting us for what, Air Marshal?
He's inviting us to show that, yes, I can show something, because these drones, I just want to tell the country through you, these drones, you talked about 5 kg explosives. They sometimes just have 0.5 kg explosives.
So what is this? What is this drone
They do not incapacitate you. Your capacity is intact. Now you have to see what you have to do with your capacity.
Are you saying the drones are a bait? Are you saying the drones are a bait?
They are just pain.
No, bait.
Bait.
To draw us into something.
You're right. They are a bait. But bait for what? There's no bait. They know if we come after them, they'll be finished. This is a bait to their own people, their own audience, their own constituency.
Okay.
They want to
Marshal-
show that, yes, we can also respond.
Okay, no,
But
they
it has
are-
no substance. So we should be calm, we should be peaceful. We know that we can answer it. We reserve the right to answer it, and we'll answer. As you rightly said, those explosions are meaningful. You put down an air defense system. That is meaningful. You have created already the gaps in their air defense.
General Bakshi has a response. General Bakshi.
Arnab, I have to come in.
Yeah, go on.
Look, to my very dear friend, I will be calm, right? I'm telling you that when you give a signal in an official briefing that our response will be a mirror image of your response. We will not escalate further. We are totally non-escalatory. Our predominant, calculus is that it has to be non-escalatory. Sir, you are sending a wrong message. Please, I am also a soldier. There are soldiers on the opposite side deciding. We are so blessed that we have a civilian establishment. We are so blessed that we have a democracy. The other side is not. You are talking to soldiers. Talk to him in the language of a soldier and he will understand. He will nod his head sagely, right? When you tell him, look, we'll do exactly what you do. Initiative is with you. Initiative is not with us. We don't call the shots. We don't control the pace. We don't have escalation dominance. You have. You decide what level you want to go. Why? Arnab showed you a beautiful picture, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. There are those pesky drones, and that is a Spice cruise missile. 400 kg warhead. You see the impact? I think I'll rest my case. Why do we have to stop using these? If he keeps needling you 2, 3, 4 days, he starts killing 16 Indians. Each one of those Indians is dear to me. I know those poor Sardars. I know those poor Dogras there. Every face comes up to me. They're not expendable, sir. They're not expendable. Not one Indian life is expendable. And yes, if you want to do escalation dominance, then you have to be prepared to do more than he is. And that intent has to be made clear to him. Please don't contradict yourself by saying, I will respond. Rest assured, I'm non-escalatory. I don't want it to go anywhere up. I will hit you only to the extent that you hit me. Then you will get the drones. You want to say, buddy, I have had it up to my gills, right? I am going to give it back to you. And please don't tempt fate. Don't push me beyond my angle. You are not the stronger party. We are. We've reacted very well so far. Let's not go soft now at the closing stage. You might give him, take him off the hook psychologically.
Are we anywhere close to the closing stage, General Bakshi? I don't think so. General Bakshi, I don't think we're anywhere close to the closing stage. I think it's only opening up. Saurabh wanted to say something. Yeah. Okay, General, let the generals comment first and then Saurabh after that.
Can I come in here? Can I come in here, sir? Arnab, quickly. I have the greatest respect for General Bakshi. He has been a great host. I've had several rounds of coffee at his house. And I can tell you, sir, we are taking calibrated measures, as I understand it. And I think the pain is being inflicted, as I said, on the Pakistani establishment and the Pakistani generals. Sometimes what happens in a war, and you will know better, you are the operations guy, but I can tell you, you have to sometimes lose some strategic battles to win a war. So it's maybe looking on the surface that we are going slow. Our response is certainly different than what we should be doing. But I think...
Saurabh, General Dayal. General Dayal's coming back to you. General Dayal. General Dayal. One minute. General Dayal.
Arnab, see. Arnab, there is too much of noise there. Arnab, in a boxing...
Saurabh, just give it to General Dayal for a moment.
There are three rounds. You have to win each round. This is the first round. We have the initiative. Me and Jan Bakshi are saying, we are not saying you go full-fledged war today. We are not saying you show your all the muscles today. All that we are saying is that in this round, the initiative was with you. Retain the initiative, and if you are allowing him every day to throw 50 drones at you, 100 drones at you, imagine if there are 10 casualties of civilians in Samba or anywhere. You imagine the fear that it creates in your population. Please try and understand. So why not to hit at these places from where these drones are emanating? These headquarters, they are not too much in depth. They are in 10 kilometer, 12 kilometer, 15 kilometer depth. So identify them and hit them before he starts in the evening. Why should you wait for him to start? I mean, we are not saying go to war. We are not saying use your Rafale tomorrow, use your BrahMos tomorrow, use your Agnis tomorrow. We are not saying launch a counteroffensive with armored division tomorrow. Please, at each round, there are 3 rounds in a boxing round. So each round matters. This is a round when he's probing us, we are probing us, he's judging us, we are judging us, he wants us to open. But do not give him the initiative every day that he starts, he continues, and then you take something in the morning and give a briefing.
But maybe...
I will only do this much and what I did.
Okay, 1 minute. Samar, 1 minute. Are we...
My sound is echoing, I
understand.
I can't speak, my sound is echoing.
Calibrated, sir. I tell you, and not every round in a boxing match can be a knockout round, right? Because you have to be strategic, and that's what is happening.
I'm not
so I think now our Prime Minister and his...
1 minute, Samar. Everyone.
Because of the probing aspect.
Thank you. Samar, allow me for a moment, please. I just want to, I'm not like I want to have the last word on this very interesting discussion. I'd give it to...
Did I say it should be knockout?
No.
I said try and win every round. It can be won on points.
1 minute. I would, however, say one last thing. See, 2 things very rarely go together, but when they do, then there is a different result, which is pain and patience.
Yes.
A nation in pain for Pahalgam is being asked to be patient a little bit more. But we were patient till the 6th, so we delivered what we did. I still feel somewhere, Deepak Vora, that we must not undermine the tremendous achievement of the 6th and 7th night when we hit them at home where it hurts. That for me is the only substantial military operation so far. Everything else is just, these are games. And I think I'd give you the word tonight. So how would you summarize today's discussion? Deepak Vora.
Well, our military officers, all of them very distinguished, very highly decorated, want an immediate hit. They want to decapitate the fellow immediately. Those of us who are in diplomacy want to do it gently, sir. We don't want jhatka, we want halal. We want to do it very slowly, bleed him economically, bleed him politically, etc. And then when the time comes, you hit. Sir, we are ready. Ultimately, we'll go back to the...
Okay, now, thank you. Samar. I'm just saying tonight, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, keep the faith. Stay united. We are winning this. The Prime Minister right now is meeting the National Security Advisor and the External Affairs Minister separately after the meeting with the CDS and the service chiefs. Something big will happen. Something big is bound to happen. Thank you for watching for tonight. Good night and goodbye.
Thank you.
You'll have to stay.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।